Hi, hello. Long time no see. Welcome back to Stark and Spark. My name is Emily, and today I'm doing a, it was April and May wrap up because I did not do one at the end of April, and it's June. So yeah, hi. Oh, it's been busy. Wrapping up the end of the school year, all that kind of stuff. Um, my cat is right here, right beneath the camera. So I am trying to kind of like stay here so that way I don't nudge him and he like knocks my camera off. But anyways, very busy. We wrapped up school year for us. Caden was actually all the way in school until this past Friday, like the first week of June. It's been crazy and just trying to get summer stuff taken care of. Yeah, so hopefully by the end of June, I will have a lot of like fun things to share. Summer reading has kicked off at my work. For those of you who don't know, I work at a library, so summer reading has officially kicked off. Caden's summer break has started, and so he's doing some like summer camps, and we go to Disney in just like a couple weeks. There's a lot going on. So yeah, and then family is coming to visit. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do this month stitchy wise, but I want to, obviously. I did not really do a lot the month of May. So I feel like most of this that I show you will be what I did in April, because I feel like I started off strong in May. I was stitching like daily. I was doing a daily prompt in Semi-Sane. It was, what was it? Simon Says, like Semi-Sane Says, and where, so every day they gave us a task. And so I was doing those tasks every day, but then I just lost like the motivation to continue it. They got really, really specific, and it was like, do 50 to 100 stitches. There were a couple days where the stitch counts were a little bit higher, and I found myself getting like rather bogged down with it, where once I was done doing those like 50 stitches, I was like, all right, fine, good enough, and would just like put my project away and move on. So I'm kind of bummed that I did that to myself. Like, I definitely have learned, like, I like the idea of like a daily task, but when it came down to actually executing it, I feel like I got about halfway through, a little more than halfway through, and then I was burnt out. So not for me. And that's okay. So what did I do? I feel like I don't even remember how to do this anymore, which sucks. I will show you my projects, what I've worked on. I have no starts, nothing like that. I have one finish that technically is a June finish, but I will go ahead and show it to you because I won't need to pull it back out when I'm done with this video. And the books I read. And then the challenges for this month, because I do want to stitch. We'll see what kind of stitching I can accomplish. I already have stitched, like I said, I already have a finish. I finished a small piece just a couple days ago. I'm thinking it might be time for a new start. I had pulled out, because I finally found it, I had pulled out the, all you need is love and a cup of coffee, but I'd never started it. And I think I've just like hit a point with all of my projects where I love them, but it's time to do something new. Because I feel like I usually find that I start something new, I'll stitch on it for a little bit, and then it like drives me to go back and finish my old projects. So I think it's time to do that. It's time for me to give myself something new for like, for a little bit, maybe this month, and we'll see how far I get. Whew. Why am I yawning? It's 3:30. Okay. My dress. Let's do this. I just have lost all idea of how to act on camera apparently. Help. Need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. This is Harry Potter. It's coming along. I don't think I've made that much progress. I honestly can't remember what I showed you all last time. So, this is where we're at. This section is almost done. I'm pretty sure this is March, so like I'm really behind on this, which is really sad. Because I finished that other piece the other night, and this is a new stitchy week, I'm gonna look at what the tasks are for this week for magical stitches and see if I can work this in and just plot away on this. I cannot fly with this. It is too big. It is too bulky. It is not something that is easy to take with. I have showed before that I keep all of the floss for it in this tackle box. It is literally a tackle box. And it holds all of my floss for this project. So like this is not ideal. This is not a good travel project. So it will not be traveling with me. But it is a good home piece. It is a good like sit and stitch piece. And I do really love it. I still really, really love it. So yeah, I need to get back to it. It looks really good. I'm really proud of the crest. I just need to finish it. This area right here has like the Hogwarts, like the actual Hogwarts crest. And then like the rest of the banner. That I am a little nervous about because I remember when people did it originally that they, look at this, black floss just chilling down here. I probably have been looking for this. But I definitely remember like people commenting about how difficult like the fractional stitches are in this section for that crest. So, wee bit nervous, but it'll be alright. I just make sure when I do fractionals that I slow way down, I take my time, I like look at the pattern, I look at my fabric, I count and I recount and I recount, and I just do a lot of double checking before I do stitches, because fractional stitches are a pain, but they are even more of a pain if you have to pull them, and it's just, yeah, it's not worth it. So I would rather take my sweet time and slow way down and work on this than mess up fractional stitches. Ugh. Just, you know, things, and I want to work on it. I have right here next to me, I've got Read Now. I did some good work. I feel like this was already done. This is now completed. The whole like flag down here at the bottom that says no batteries needed. And this I've been working on. What is this? I think it says heal. I think it says heal the soul. But it was just easier for me to kind of jump around, more spacing. But yeah, it's coming along. There's a phrase. There's like another phrase right here with a little bitty border. And then this whole section is just like a solid book. So I've been putting off the book until like the end because that will really just be like mindless stitching. That, you know, just one after the other, get the stitches in, and then it'll be done. So yeah, I have intentionally put the book off for like last, so that way if that can just be for when I want to stitch but I don't want to pay attention, and I just have to, you know, go to the end of the row and back once it gets started. Sorry, my neighbor walked by out front, and I don't know if you heard it, but it is thundering. Thunder just rattled by because it's supposed to start storming very soon. It was already supposed to be storming, but has not been. Oh, goodness gracious. Harry Potter, Harry Potter. I have, let's take a look at other things. This is Baby's First Christmas. This really needs some love because it's obviously way past Baby's First Christmas. That was last year. for my sister, my niece. This is it. It's still super cute. I really, really love it. I say it every single time. I'm really, really nervous that I'm gonna run out of fabric. So, yeah. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I turned it the wrong way. Like, maybe I've done the dimensions for this way. Oh, well. You know what? It's fine. This is honestly a throwaway piece of fabric. It is not the end of the world if I had messed this up. It's cute, but it's really not the end of the world. So, but this needs some love for sure. It does. It has been neglected. It has been sitting in my project bag and has been neglected, and it needs to be worked on and it needs to be done. So I feel like it's the good motivation is they are coming to visit us at the end of July, and I would like to give this to them. So they have it. Yeah, that's the back. I think it looks pretty good. It's probably one of the neatest backs I have. But anyways, I would love to give this to them when they come to visit us. So the heads are pretty much done. Need to finish the hat, and then it's the bodies, and then it would say like babies first, Christmas over here. So there's that. Storybook Halloween. It's looking really good. Looking really, really good. I feel like the last time I showed it, this guy was almost finished. Beetlejuice was almost finished. I don't remember. But since then, we've got the Raven. We've done Dracula with Charm. This is The Haunting of Hill House. This is The Mask. And then this is actually, I don't want to say. So if you don't know what it is, I don't want to ruin it. I will share with you when I am done, when I show you. This is a great piece. I love to stitch this. I don't want to say this is a mindless piece, because it's not, because there are a lot of details and the color changes and stuff. But there's really no back stitching. Like this is one thread, but they're half stitches and they fill in, they're shading. But this to me is honestly such a relaxing piece to work on. It goes by so quickly. I can do a box a night. Like I did that several times where I just did a whole box. I wanted to stitch kind of thing, and I can do a whole box in one night, and then I feel good. I feel accomplished. Which, you know, was definitely the point when it got released. Like, it was supposed to be you do a box a day. So yeah, I still really, really like this piece. This is definitely, it sits here at my desk. It sits near me on my stitchy cart, and it's really nice. Okay, so those are those. That's 4. Piece number 5, which is the finish. I finished one of my holiday truck ornaments. So it is a set of 4. I have done Mary, and I have finished Peace, so I'm going to show you that. Next is one of them. I don't know. Probably, I think Joy, because I think it's on my pattern. They did it as like 4, like a quadrant, and so I did top, bottom. I can't decide if I want to do top, bottom again, or if I want to go like do, if that makes sense. Like go around in a circle. Like if I show you, like this is the pattern. So yeah, I can keep it far enough back here. It separated because I'd folded it so many times, but the other 2 were on this side, like it was a booklet. So yeah, I'm probably going to do the top. That would make sense. I'll do the top and then work my way down. That way, if this is finished and I don't cut it out, this is not getting in I'm not, touching it. Does that make sense? I don't want to like stitch something and then just like leave it and then, I touch it a bunch of times. All right. Don't look at the back of this one. It is ugly. This is Peace. It is finished. I am missing one tiny little line of back stitching, and I am not going back and doing it. I am not going to do it. There is supposed to be, at the base of this tree right here, there is supposed to be a little black line that goes across those 3 stitches. I'm not doing it because I don't care. And this will be like a Christmas gift. I did one last year and made it as a Christmas gift in this series. I gave it to a family member and it had a bunch of mistakes and they did not care. They just loved that I made it for them. They thought it was really cool. All the detail in it, it's very intricate. These they're like supposed to be like Christmas lights. Like they're like neon letters. These are all 3 string, like 3 threads of floss, French knots. I don't know if you know this. 1, French knots, stupid, awful, horrible as hell, right? They are notoriously difficult. 3 strands of floss for a French knot is so hard to work with. The needle is full. It is really, really thick. You can't do like the loop start method. It's annoying. It truly is annoying. But the effect is really, really good. I definitely learned a lot doing the French knots on these. I had a lot more confidence doing the French knots on these. I looked up a bunch of tutorials, all kinds of stuff. I didn't take notes, but like, you don't understand the idea of what I'm saying. So yeah, but this is finally done. I feel like I start off really strong with these and then they also kind of sucker punch you. So, but it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. I will cut it out and then I will have the last 2 will go here. Do you hear that? I wonder if it's picking up. It is thundering and it is starting to get really dark outside. So I had plans to, go into a lot more detail about things, but because it is going to thunderstorm, there are things that I need to do before that happens. So I'm going to share the books that I read because it was not a whole lot, but I did read some books. That's not the right thing I want. I feel like I took like the month of May off. I did a lot in April, I feel like, and then May started off strong, and then near the last couple of weeks of May, I just like, I was under a lot of stress and just kind of took a break from reading and stitching, and I vegged out on my couch a lot with my husband and my son, and we were just really, really lazy, and there is nothing wrong with that. So, what did I read? I need to update my Goodreads. It is very poorly behind. I finished this book back in May. Now I'm just sitting here while you watch me look at my phone. I'm trying to pull up my books so I can share. Yes, hi Kennedy. She's on the floor next to me. I don't know if you can see her. There we go. Okay. Books that I have read. I finished that a while ago too. I finished that in May. We'll say I finished it on that day. Okay. Sorry. I know that part was not enjoyable for any of you. All right. Books that I have read in the months of April and May. I finished One Man Guy, which I know I talked about last time. Finished One Man Guy. I read The Witch King by H.E. Edgman. It was okay. I gave it 3 stars. I read the 3rd embroidery mystery book, Thread Reckoning by Amanda Lee. That was the required reading for Magical Stitches. That was good. I finished listening to The Queen's Fool by Philippa Gregory. That took me the entire month of April. I read a memoir in love, a memoir of love and loss by Amy Bloom. I read that the last like 2 weeks of May. That was what my family book club pick was. My grandmother-in-law, she picked it. Very good, beautiful book, heartbreaking. Have tissues if you're gonna read it. She writes about dealing with her late husband's diagnosis of Alzheimer's, and then his decision to end his life early instead of wasting away from Alzheimer's. So it is very moving. It is passionate. We talked about it a lot. Like it really is a memoir of love and loss. Like there is no doubt in my mind that she loved her husband completely. And the choices that he made and the choices that she made reflect that love. It does not feel like it is a story of grief. It doesn't feel like it's a story of death. It is her recollection of him and then of their journey through this process. And it was a really tough read. It was very emotional. It was very hard for me to read. I lost my maternal grandfather to Alzheimer's, and unfortunately, I watched him waste away due to this disease, and that's really hard. So this hit me. It affected me, but it was really beautiful. I would say if you feel that you are capable of handling that kind of subject matter, give it a try, but obviously it's not for everyone. And then finally, I read The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory. I have like 2 or 3 more books in that series left, which is really weird to me. Yeah, I am still working on Plain Bad Heroines. I am reading some graphic novels just for fun to mix it up. My sister-in-law has picked It Happened One Summer. It's supposed to be a silly like romantic comedy novel, like in the style of Schitt's Creek. As our book to read this month, I got it as an audiobook, so I'm listening to it in my car. I'm not very far in. I have the like CD kind because my car still has a CD player, and I have only listened to like 1 full CD of 9, so I'm not very, very far in, but I can see where it's going, and it does feel like it'll be stupidly cute, which is fine. I know that is her kind of book, and I am very pleased in her choice. I think it'll be fun. So we are doing that. What else have I picked up? I have Holly Black's new book, something Nighttime. It's her first adult novel. She usually writes YA fiction. I adore all of her YA stuff, so I'm reading her first adult book. And I'm still working Plain Bad Heroines. Yep, there's the cat. Told you. What else do I have on my list? I never finished the May book for the embroidery series, so I'm still working on that. I'm almost done with it though. If I really sat down today, I could probably finish it. And then I need to read the June book. What are our June prompts? I will cover the June prompts, and then I'm going to wrap this up because it is getting increasingly dark, and I can tell that my little puppy is scared. Kennedy is scared because she is right here, planted herself next to me, and I am sitting right next to this big window, and so I want to make sure she is okay because I care about my puppy dogs. So let's go to the Magical Stitches group real quick. The June reading. So the June series book, it's not book 3. This is Thread on Arrival, is what it's called, For June, we're starting with theme number 22, which are all based off of movie quotes. Sorry, we were outside this past weekend and I got bit by something. Oh, and it has left a big ol' welt because I'm allergic to like all bugs. Anyways, movie quotes. 1, I see dead people, read a ghost story. 2, I could have been a contender, read a book about sports. 3, there's no place like home, read a book about going home. And 4, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, read a graphic novel, which works because I have graphic novels right now that I want to read. That's really cute. Make sure you start reading, before you start reading, you have a nice hot drink and a snack. The cats will find you at some point to cuddle with you while you read. That's so true. My cat is still right here. He just settled back down. My puppy is over here and my big boy dog is in there. So yeah, which I am going to go read. This is good reading weather. No, I have to do things first. Ugh, being an adult. So I will let you all go. Thank you for sitting with me. I will be back very soon. I do want to go over what is happening in the month of June, some planner stuff I need to update my planners for, and yeah, monthly events, things like that. My plans for June, I have my like smelly good container box of things that I finished for April and May. So yeah, just more videos coming hopefully really soon. I want to get those done and out before I leave for vacation, obviously. So yeah, but in the meantime, I will talk to you all later. Happy stitching, happy reading, happy watching, happy listening, happy doing whatever it is that makes you happy doing, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Be easy with your hearts.